Okay, so good morning again. So today we're gonna be demonstrating the Heartworks AR. So I would like to explain a bit about the Heartworks AR and what AR stands for. So AR is the augmented reality. You're gonna know more about this feature in this software while we start by navigating the software together. As a brief introduction about the software, so this is a software that is used for remote teaching and for students' self-improvement. The software integrates or incorporates cardiac anatomy. It also covers the sectional cardiac physiology, sorry, and the corresponding ultrasound findings. Um, I will start systematically demonstrating the software from the upper left of the screen. I believe you can all see my screen. I'm sharing the software itself. On the top left is the Heartworks logo, and then I'll move forward to the house icon. The home icon is the screen that we are all seeing now. So as you see, it's a high definition or ultra high definition software of the heart. It is actually installed on a small tablet. I'm going to show you on the screen now the tablet where I have the software on it. So it's a very small tablet, portable, that can be used anywhere. You can, or the teacher can project the screen on any TV or a projector, or even wirelessly, he can project for class teaching. For remote teaching by simply having or downloading a team viewer or any other software on this tablet, we can grant access to all students to this software where they can practice their self-teaching. So let's proceed. The next icon on the software is going to show us everything that is related to the heart anatomy. So three-dimensionally, as you can see, I can move the heart with my finger and it's gonna rotate 360 degrees. I can even zoom in and zoom out so for better image. Starting from the top, I'm not gonna be going through all, but just to give you an idea about the anatomy and how it shows. By simply clicking on, let's say, on the mitral valve, I'm gonna click on it. It's going to highlight automatically on the heart, as you can see, in purple, which will show us where is the location of the mitral valve. When I press again on it, it will show me the section and how it looks like in reality. We can here move the heart with our finger. We can zoom in and see more details. And as you see, it is highlighted as well, so we know where we are looking for. So moving to under the mitral valve, I can highlight all of the anterior leaflet, posterior leaflet. Let's click on anterior leaflet, for example. When I click on it, it is going to highlight as well, as you can see here in purple, where is the anterior leaflet. Posterior one, it's going to highlight the posterior one as well, etc., etc. And then I'm going to move to something else and show you the let's say pulmonary valve. When I click on the pulmonary valve, it's going to highlight it automatically and then show me the, okay, I moved it with my finger. So this is the valve itself, highlighted. And again, under the pulmonary valve, if I click the arrow, a drop-down list will also show the anterior cusp, for example, ventriculo-anterior junction. I'm going to highlight this and automatically it will highlight on the heart model. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to interrupt. I can stop, answer questions. Otherwise, I'm going to proceed. For the aorta, this is the aorta highlighted, and under aorta as well, I can see the, for example, aortic root. This is a highlight on where is the aortic root. Ascending aorta was also now highlighted. Descending aorta is now highlighted. Coronary arteries are highlighted. Under coronary arteries, I can see the left arteries and the right arteries. Cardiac veins as well. And under cardiac veins, I can check the coronary sinus. Great cardiac vein. Everything is highlighted. Anytime I want to go back to the initial position of the heart, I click on home and automatically it's going to take me back. Now I'm going to move to the second icon, which is this the blade that we can see, and this will be allowing me to do the sections of the heart. As I said, it has the sectional anatomy of the heart. By moving this icon right and left, it's gonna make the section deeper and deeper. So this is my heart without any section. By moving the blade to the right side, if you can see it in the middle, top middle of the screen, I'm moving it and the section is starting. So here I can see the chambers of the heart, the ventricles of the heart. So, and I can always move it with my finger, as I mentioned before, and have different views of the heart. I can pin the position that I want to see. I pin now this position. Now I can flip the heart to the other side. This is the normal heart without a section, and move again to the sectional view that where I pinned my position. Recently added feature, if you can see on the right side of the screen, there is the thoracic here. Now, if I press on it, it will show us the heart. It's a nice feature, more to make it more realistic. You can at any time remove it and put it back. I'm just gonna keep it for some time and then remove it later. So this is my heart now, the thoracic page. And this is my section again. I hope I'm not moving fast, but please, again, if you have questions, just let me know. By pressing on the blade, I will disable the feature of the sectional feature, and then I'm gonna move to the top right. If you can see, there are my ultrasound views. This software has both TOE and the TEE, which is the transesophageal views and the transthoracic views as well. TOE, which is also known by TEE. Whatever views we would like to see. So now, if I click on the first image, let's say, and I'm gonna highlight it in the middle. So we're going to see the ultrasound view, and this probe that is showing, I can also disable it, remove it by just clicking on the probe icon, which is also on the right side of the software. And when I click it back again, it will show, it will appear. The interesting feature is uh, on the left side of the software, when we press the ultrasound views, there is this sliding tool up and down. When I slide up, it's going to fade out the ultrasound and it will show the student what eventually they are seeing. By sliding it down, they can see this view under ultrasound. I'm going to choose another view. So those were the 5 chambers of the heart. I'm going to choose the 4 chambers now. By sliding again, this is what we will be seeing eventually. And on the ultrasound view, I slide it down and I will see the ultrasound image. Anytime we can click on those icons highlighted in blue up, I can remove the ultrasound completely, or I can put it back. And I can as well remove everything related to ultrasound and put it back with one click. Let's move to the transthoracic views, ultrasound views. I'm gonna click on the first image now. You can see as well the probe. I can just enable it or disable it. Now I'm gonna put it back for more realism. And fading the ultrasound image. This is what we are looking at. And sliding down, showing the ultrasound view. Let's move to another view quickly as well, just to give more another idea about it. So this is another view. Let me remove the thoracic cage, so maybe it will be better for you to see it. So this is on with the thoracic and this is without. And the probe as well, on and off. Any questions so far?
All good, thank you.
Perfect. The third important feature, the one I mentioned in my introduction, which is the cardiac physiology. So if you can see down my screen, there is the ECG running and the heart beating. So an important tool is to teach as well the electromechanical activity of the heart. By pressing on the pause button, the ECG will pause and the heart activity will pause. With my finger, I'm gonna slide this cursor, and if you can see, while moving on the ECG, the heart will be moving as well. So this is a very important tool to teach the electromechanical activity, and the student can see each electrical activity simultaneously with moving with the mechanical activity of the heart. So by sliding, they can see the heart beating simultaneously. And if you want to show from inside, I'm going to choose a section and move the cursor now. You can see the mechanical activity of the heart moving along with or simultaneously with the electrical activity. I hope you can see it on my screen. I think there might be a slight delay because of the connection, but I think it's okay. I can see it as well on my screen. Okay, perfect. Let me proceed with my last feature. Under the thoracic cage, you can see the modes. If I click on modes, here is the AR feature, which is the augmented reality. So on the from left to right, the 3D model is the model that we were seeing together before. Image target is a QR code reader where the software generates automatically for you a QR code uh, that can, by just scanning the QR code, the software will detect a heart, which is an augmented reality view of the heart. To make it realistic, if you have a mannequin, which the one that I have now next to me, I have our Noel birthing simulator here. I just printed this. I'm going to show it to you on my screen. I printed this QR code. You can stick it on the mannequin or on any surface where you want to show the heart. I'm gonna put it now on the chest of Noel. I'm gonna bring my camera on top of it, and automatically, as you can see, the heart will be showing on top of my simulator. By bringing the what do we call this? By bringing the tablet in and out, you will be zooming in and zooming out. Now I'm just gonna put it on the table so I can show you better the features. So now I put it on the table. I have my heart or the augmented reality heart. I can use my features now. I can do the sections, and then by pulling out, now you can see there is no section of the heart. When I bring my tablet closer to the heart or to the QR code, the section will be more and more. This is a nice feature. It's also a teaching tool. Mostly people or teachers will be using the first mode, which is the 3D mode, the regular one that we were seeing together. If they want to make some, I mean, nice touches or to make their students be more, uh, feel excited about it, so they can use this AR feature. And then the last one is the ground plane. So by clicking on the ground plane, I'm not sure here if it's gonna work with this small space that I have, but usually you scan the area, as we said, move the tablet to create a 3D grid. It might not come now, but usually it creates a grid and the heart will show same as it was showing on the QR code view. So exactly the same QR code. It's gonna read it anywhere, and the 3D grid will be the same feature. Going back to our 3D model, the question mark down is just to explain what is each icon. As I said, this is the home position, and then the anatomy structure list. The third one from top is to enable slicing, and then on the right side will be the standard imaging planes, and then as I mentioned and showed you, we can rotate the heart by just simply rotating it with our fingers, and then the ribs that we can enable and disable. Mode will be to change the viewing mode, and last but not least will be the ECG trace, where we can show the electrophysiology of the heart. I hope I didn't miss anything. Now, if anyone has any question, please do not hesitate to ask.
Sharbel, this is Stephen with you from Bahrain, Gulf Pharmacy.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
Hi, G. I'm fine. Sharbel, the ECG line that you have, do you have different types of arrhythmias that you can simulate? So, like, suppose if I want to change it to say an AV block, uh, type 1 AV block,
Yeah, yeah,
can
I
I
got
do
your
that and then
question.
show?
Unfortunately, what we can see on this software are only the normal. There are no abnormalities. So this is the normal heart, normal rhythm. So there are no abnormalities. It's just to teach. It's for undergrad, as I said, and for teaching purely anatomy. So I hope, and we already discussed this with the manufacturer, to include abnormalities as well of the heart, even for the anatomy and for the ECG as well. But as of now, it has only the normal ECG and the normal heart anatomy.
Okay,
But
thank you.
yes, this is a great point, and we already raised it to the manufacturer. I hope it's gonna come soon. Any other question?
Of course, if you're interested with the pathologies, there are other software versions with Heartworks that could like simulate all kind of pathologies, arrhythmias, even congenital pathologies. So you name it, and even valvular defects. So that's a higher level. This is only targeted for undergraduate teaching and given to students for self-improvement and self self-training, auto-training on the cardiac physiology and anatomy.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And I wanted to mention that as well. Heartworks is basically an ultrasound simulator that has the TTE and TEE and even POCUS ultrasound teaching. It is the highest in fidelity now in the market, and we are preparing for another webinar to show the Heartworks, the full ultrasound simulator with all its capabilities. So this is a webinar to come. We're gonna be announcing for it very soon. Any other questions? Okay. Well, if no more questions, this means our demo has reached to an end now. I'm gonna thank you all. Let me see. I think I have a. We are interested to have this meeting. Yes, this meeting is recorded and it's gonna be shared with everyone who attended and even with everyone who accepted the invite and for some reasons was not able to attend. So thank you again for your time, and I hope this was beneficial for you. And we'll see you hopefully during our next webinar. I just wanted to tell you that all our webinars will be available on our website. You just need to log in on www.simulead.com. You go to webinars, and all the webinars that we are doing are uploaded there, and you can watch it anytime. Thank you again, and I'm gonna stop recording, and thank you for your time.